Hey, what's up? Russ Lyman here, and you're watching Iowa Retro Gamer Dad.
What is up, YouTube? Quick video today. Over the weekend we had a celebration day for our town, which basically is just a bunch of fun stuff going on.
Whoopee.
Anyways, my youngest son and I were actually out walking before this event, and somebody had a garage sale like 2 blocks down the road from us, so we stopped there quick. I don't want to make it too long a video just talking about the whole gist of it, but basically we walked down, we looked at it from the sidewalk, and all we could see was girls' clothes, you know, old stuff like lawnmowers that looked broken and stuff like that. So my son and I actually walked up there and, you know, started looking around, blah, 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 and then we get to about halfway through it, and we look down, and there's a table in the corner. And in this table, I could already see like 3 Super Nintendos piled up. So then it was on. So I went, you know, I didn't run because I didn't want to make it look obvious, but I kind of just, you know, waddled over to the table to check it out. So obviously the Super Nintendos were in pretty bad shape. One was the Gold Edition, which, as you know, is stained and whatever. But the other 2 looked like in good shape, but they were just dirty. It looked like a lot of this stuff had been stored in a basement or something for a very long time. It had a musty smell, a little bit of a cigarette smell, not too bad. So I look at it, I grab it, and they want $10 each. So I'm like, whatever, it's worth the risk. Even if they don't work, you know, we might be able to sell it for parts or, you know, mix and match, Frankenstein one up. But then I look to the next of it, and then there's a bag that I can't see inside of. So I open the bag up. Well, there's a Nintendo 64, and I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I put that in a pile too. So I'm walking over to the person that's doing the garage sale. I'm like, sorry, but I'm just kind of stacking stuff over here. I'll pay when I'm done, you know. She's like, oh, that's fine. So I'm starting to stack, and I go back to the table again, and now I see a box with a PlayStation in it. And I'm like, I'm starting to think, okay, where are the games at? Because I'm finding all these consoles, I'm finding all these systems and everything, but where are the games at? So I put the PlayStation down. There was a Genesis there, but the Genesis, it was in really bad shape. Kind of like one of the Super Nintendos you'll see in the upcoming video, or upcoming clip of how bad it was. But I was just like, I already have like 3 Genesis, and I know what I'm saying that is kind of, what I want to say, a hypocrite, because I just bought 3 Super Nintendos and I already had 2 of them too. But I was just like, the way that the Genesis looked is, you're not getting much money for them. You know, resale or whatever you want to call, but a lot of times I use that money to supply my collection that I am building otherwise. And then I also saw some Wii stuff, which wasn't very... I missed the controllers, which was a big mistake on my part. My sister-in-law actually found those. But finally I turned my head, and there was a huge DVD rack. I mean, one of the big ones that they had on there, you know, movies and stuff like that. And there was just rows and rows and rows of games, you know, 64, Super Nintendo, Genesis, Nintendo. So I mean, I can't even see them because you know how the Nintendo 64 games are and stuff. So I basically just say, do you have a boxer bag? And I just go over there and I basically just start racking them in, because I was looking at first for the price, and the price was yeah, it was at $1 for Nintendo games. I even found a couple of GameCube games, because I saw Double Dash, but which ended up being Double Dash case, but it had Mario Party 7 in it, which I needed. That is not going to be in the video because I actually sold the case already. Because yeah, I already had the game. Actually, I kept the case because it's better than the one I had, and sold the extra one I had. But now I got Mario Party 7. So enough talking, guys. That's basically the story. So I basically went there, stacked all this stuff in a pile, gave her $30, and said, I'll be right back. I have to go get more money. So in this video, everything you will see, I spent barely $100 on. Like I said, most of the Nintendo games were $1 a piece. The systems were around $10 a piece. And every few games or so, they gave it to me for free. I think it was buy 4 games, get 1 free. So I really lucked out on this. I've been having bad luck with garage sales lately, so this was a really cool change, and you know, it came in just in time that I've really been focusing on the original Xbox collection. So I've already sold 2 items that won't appear in here. Like I said, the Mario Kart Double Dash case, and a Super Nintendo game called Power Instinct, which is very uncommon. I sold that for about $70. So after selling the case and that game, I'm pretty much even already, so everything I sell now is profit. I've sent a couple games out to buddies for their collections, and yeah, that's it, guys. So here, just enjoy this clip of basically everything I got. I put it into a big storage tote drawer thing that I'm going to work on starting to clean it more. A lot of this stuff has already been cleaned a little bit, especially like the Nintendo 64, so you could see how dirty some of this stuff was. But luckily, it was more the basement smell and not so much as the cigarette smell, because the cigarette smell I've given up before, and I know a lot of times you can just kind of clean it with a little bit of vinegar and then put it in a Ziploc bag with dryer sheets, and that really helps the smell over time. So alright guys, I hope you enjoy this video. I might do a little voiceover just to kind of talk a little bit about everything that was picked up, because I'm kind of go through this clip fast. But I hope you like this. Please comment below what you guys think. If you liked the video, of course, please give it a thumbs up to help with the algorithm. And as always, guys, stay retro, my friends. Have yourself a great day.
Well, we're waiting.
So here we go, guys. I know it's a little cluttered. I really just kind of threw it all in here. But here we have the really gold edition Super Nintendo, which I found out has a bad controller port. Otherwise it worked, it turned on. Here's the N64 after I've already cleaned it, and it's still pretty filthy. But I'm going to take this apart at some point and get her all cleaned up. Both controllers worked, obviously, with kind of a loose stick, which is understandable. The game did come with Mario Party, so that really is a controller killer. So here's all the Super Nintendo games minus a couple that I've already sold. So I mean, I'm grabbing some of the games off the top that I already had listed on my card that I kept. But we had Raiden, Spawn, Pitfall, Super Tank World, Aladdin, obviously, Spectre, which I never heard of, and a few other ones, Ultraman, We're Back, and Jungle Book, Family Feud, and SimCity. SimCity is a pretty fun game, actually. That's really weird to say, but it is. And then obviously over here, one of the more heavy hitters, Choplifter 3. So let me just started showing off. There's Home Alone, Pac-Man 2, and there was another game I missed it quick and went by too fast. As you can see here, Beavis and Butthead, Sonic Spinball. These Sega Genesis games were in horrible shape. This one's a very uncommon one too, is the Chester Cheetah one. But then we have Aladdin, and here's the heavy hitter out of the Genesis games. We have Gunstar Heroes, which goes for anywhere from $40 to $50. This was the N64 mic that goes with Hey You Pikachu, which of course you will see coming up here pretty soon. But here's all the N64 games. Ocarina of Time was a big one that I saw later on that I was super pumped to finally have. But Rayman 2, Hey You Pikachu, there's Mario Party right there that we were just talking about. And we also have Pod Racing, Air Combat with Army Men, and Donkey Kong 64. So that was a big hit right there. And then coming up to here is the other two Super Nintendos that I talked about that I obviously haven't touched yet clean-wise. I was trying not to pull everything out, but I have 3 sets of cords, AV and also power, which is alone worth the money right there. A few controllers, gold edition like I said. And then after this I kind of forgot about stuff. Oh, we also had all these dust sleeves which will be attached to the Nintendo games coming up. What you can see right here is the Nintendo games besides one that I sent to NES Addict. But pretty basic common titles. Very dirty shape. But then we had The Legend of Zelda, which was a good grab. And then also Dizzy, which kind of threw me off. I thought it was the other version of Zelda. And then coming on over here right now is the PlayStation stuff and my beautiful feet. But these were games that they gave to me because they're pretty scratched up, so I'm going to see if I can get them resurfaced. But we had Gran Turismo and X-Men Mutant Academy, and then we also have Star Wars Rebel Strike. Now this PlayStation did work. I got it to work slightly, but I think the eye laser is something that's dirty or it is off track because I could not get very many games to work. So I'm going to try and take it to my local game store and see if they will give me anything for it. Now right here you see me walking like a drunken man over here, and the next day I actually went by and an adult was there who was selling these games.